Hi, my name is Nick Hennessey, and my project is called New Thresholds. Through rigorous research and observations, I've developed New Thresholds as a design proposal of flexible interior environments that allow users to reshape, adapt, and evolve space to counter physical isolation. When it comes to space, specifically interior environments, we all have our unique ways in which we use it. Some may want a quiet, bright room to work, while others want space to sit back and watch a movie. No matter your age or size, your interior environment affects what you can do within a space. Now, in today's context, COVID-19, otherwise known as corona or coronavirus, is a virus that has caused this mass isolation due to its unique makeup and unknown cure. With rising death tolls and infection rates, governments across the globe begin to mandate stay-at-home orders to reduce the spread and allow ample time for research and the healthcare system to adapt and adjust. This has drastically changed the way society functions, creating unique conditions to which the built environment has unintentionally designed for, leaving users stuck on the streets or sheltered inside their homes. This then spurs the question, do buildings in which we design make any sense in today's context post-COVID? People can no longer use any of the shared amenities in their buildings or public spaces during the isolation period. So now where are they spending their time? Yes, inside. However, resilience is key in times like today, spurring creativity and new ideas for design. From a personal trainer using a central rooftop to get his neighborhood active, to working from your couch, the main takeaway is that flexibility during this is key. And although society has found ways to transition into their homes for longer periods of time, the designers of the built realm have given them non-flexible spaces, insufficient ventilation, and little to no private outdoor space to the very people in which they serve. In short, the designers and designs fail to serve the users. Now, what's important in times like these is to understand how isolation is affecting people and what we as designers can do to help. Before this pandemic begun, around 1/5 of Americans said they feel lonely or socially isolated. According to the American Psychological Association, social isolation carries a number of health risks, where feeling isolated can lead to poor sleep, poor cardiovascular health, lower immunity, depressive symptoms, and impaired executive functions. Although social isolation may only be temporary, even brief periods can have negative consequences on both one's physical and mental well-being. According to James Dankert, a professor in the Department of Psychology at the University of Waterloo, these negative effects can also result in a lack of compliance with the social isolation protocols. He states that in a recent survey sampled in Italy, a country with one of the highest case numbers and death tolls of COVID-19, participants were asked to list the most negative things they felt as a consequence of isolation, finding that boredom was not only the number one emotion people reported feeling, it was also the number one reason given for breaking quarantine. It's not that individuals don't comprehend the seriousness of the situation, but rather the need to act for a sense of purpose and create a change in one's environment. So when framed in today's context, physical isolation has helped minimize the spread of COVID-19, but can create serious consequences on mental health amongst all generations through existing interior spaces and their lack of change. Space today no longer needs to serve a static function, and the proposal New Thresholds illustrates how more flexible space is needed rather than more space in general, with the aim to improve individuals' mental health and begin to change isolating environments. Looking at the case study of Foundry Lofts in Ann Arbor, a building chosen due to the large development, replicability, and one with I currently reside, the designers have left the space with single-use rooms, cramped space, heavy furniture, and non-operable windows. New Threshold System serves as a prototype to adapt to the rigidity of existing structures, utilizing a kit of parts construction consisting of building blocks and surfaces as interior elements which can scale to usable systems. It is through standardization of these modules that the scalar implications are limitless. The modules can form into furnishings such as beds, tables, shelving, and seating, while providing partition walls as a means to adapt to the space. The system can be easily reconfigured to adapt to individual needs. Seen in these 4 examples, the system can add more sleeping arrangements and partitions for those needed to be isolated in shared households. It can make space for unobstructed exercise, adapt as a means to entertain young children and family, or even create a larger gathering space once we all begin to socialize again. In all, New Threshold's flexible interior system serves as a design solution to combat isolation by giving people their own autonomy of space to improve their mental health.